Hello everyone, it's me back again. I'm going to be talking about my Bastion deck profile today. Um, so obviously nowhere near the best thing in the format that you can be doing at the moment. But I feel like it's like the next tier down maybe, because it's still very scary. Like you have access to Pot of Greeds and stuff. You get drives on your rear guards. Your front row cannot be chosen by your opponent's rear guards. Yeah. Uh, So, uh, we've got a Cord. He's our main guy. Your units always regarded as Apex Ruler. All your grade 3 or greater front row rear guards cannot be chosen by opponent's card effects, gain 5k. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked, choose one of your grade 3 or less rear guards standard, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets red text, rear guard circle, auto, once per turn. When this unit attacks, counterblast 1, discard a card with Bastion and its card name from hand until end of turn. Until the end of that battle, that this unit performs drive checks. Um, so we're not actually running Bastion's ride line. It's very, very outdated, to say the least. It also gives a lot of hand knowledge away, which I'm not a fan of. So we are running the Liel ride line. Unfortunately, the grade 2 doesn't do anything for us, but much like what Stoicheia did for years and years with the Zorga ride line, that is essentially what we're just doing with this. We're just digging deeper, and we can potentially get a Bastion into drop for Sapient Owl. Because we need Bastions in hand, we've obviously got the 3 other copies to Persona Ride, then we've got 4 copies of Apex Ruler. Uh, if we really need to, we can Persona Ride, but it's not advisable. It's just there for naming purposes. We are no longer running the grade 4. It's just not there anymore. I don't think it's obviously a grade 4 turn can be scary, but it's just not there, I don't think anymore. We've got Grandeur Edge. He's 10k guard. He will basically he'll always be 28k even on your opponent's turn, which is crazy. Like your opponent just cannot swing into it. We've got Alden, 4 Pot of Greeds. Pot of Greeds is good. We've got this guy, Eternal Light Dragon. I don't know how many people actually like this. It at my locals, the few other people that play Bastion do play it, at least as far as I'm aware, still. But he is rearguard hate. He can actually do things. He can interact with your opponent's rearguards, which is huge because before this, Bastion never really had a way to do that. He had to swing into your opponent's rearguards, and you obviously didn't want to have to be doing that. And if they had an important thing in the back row, it was just off the table. You just had no way to interact with it. Also, it can be a 10k guard, which doesn't sound huge, but when you only the only other thing you had was a 5k guard, and then you had to jump up to 15k guards to overguard, the 10k guard does come up. We'll talk about this first. Painkiller Angel, like we don't really want to be running a bunch of grade 3s anymore. We've got the core things in like the Aldens, the Grandeur Edge, and a couple other Bastions, but they're not really needed anymore. So you could run like Cyclers or something, but I don't know. I just really like Painkiller Angel. It's helped a lot. You don't choke yourself on resources. Uh, and it can also, you can juggle the Bastion from Soul. So you can, uh, off the Liel ride line, you can discard the Bastion, put it into Soul off Sapient Owl, and then Soul Blast it off Painkiller Angel, to then next turn put it back into Soul from another Sapient Owl. Uh, so this one is the only, like, red herring in the deck that not really anyone else runs. So the story behind this is for, set 13 format, I think it was? Or set 12 format, I don't remember when did a Accord come out? Set 12. Uh, when I went to BCS, I could just not for the life of me find 4 Grandeur Edge. I only had 3. And as a substitute, I played this. And this actually really did come up a lot, just helping to blank the 5th attack. And especially now that a lot of the big decks are multi-attacking decks. So we've got Raziel, Levy Dress, and even if they're not the best decks in the format, you've got all the different stride decks, which I think all of them can get 5 attacks. I think. Uh, so just being able to easily blank the 5th attack. So when your Vanguard is attacked, if it's the 5th battle of this turn or more, bind this unit, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until the end of that battle. Um, it comes up. It's really good. We've got Sapient Owl. There's not really a lot to say about Sapient Owl other than it's Sapient Owl. Uh, we've got Radiant Caliburn. So for the longest time, we would run Forbidol to search Alden and Grandeur Edge. Or if you were being cheeky and you had the Grade 4 build, you could go for the copy of the Grade 4 in hand to add to hand and the Superior Rider from deck to board, and then Superior Ride that turn, so you could also get the Persona Ride boost. But just not really, I don't know, it's just not there anymore either. But this is a 5th copy of Pot of Greed in conjunction with the 4 Aldens. It is also soul management doesn't matter as much since you've got the Sapient Owls, but the countercharge can come up because um, if they're smart, they can just choke you on counterblast since Accord gives your rearguard the skill to counterblast 1, and then Alden also is counterblast 2. So it can come up. Like beforehand, I was playing the Blaster Dark ride line just to punish other people for rushing and killing their rearguards, but that would choke you on counterblast, so you wouldn't be able to like go Alden and then Accord. You could only do one or the other. So even though I'm not running Blast Dark anymore, it helps with the resource management. We've got the Sanctitude, and we've got Become a Knight Befitting the Future. It's just more guard. In case you don't see Sanctitude in hand, you can have this. And especially if you, again, they're not the top decks, but there's so many of them that are prevalent. The Stride decks, this is what? This is 20 30k guard against the Stride deck. That's big because they'll be attacking so many times. Like that's insane. Uh, we'll go over triggers quickly. So we've got the heals. We only have one traditional heal. We've got the what is this? This is the like attacked 2 or more. Uh, it can come up. Like what examples are there? There is the I think there's something in Levy Dress that can restand an attack from back row. Obviously, all the Shiranui stuff. Um, what else is there? I'm blanking. I'm blanking on other examples. I guess that's why we only play one of it. But then we have 2 of this again for the Stride decks because they're so plentiful. And if you go second, this is a 20k guard, so it's not horrible. 8 crit, 3 front, and we are running the light over trigger just because again, outside of this guy, which is a low priority card, this can wipe all our rear guards, all your opponent's rear guards, sorry. And then he just fills your hand. And this is absurd if you can flip it like turn 1 or 2 on your drive checks. You go +3, and then the OT draw itself, that's 4 cards off this, which is insane. Is there anything else to talk about? No, I don't really think so. So yeah, this is my Bastion deck for the, what is it, set 6 format? Set 5 format? Yeah, set 5 format. I think it is. Oh gosh, I'm sounding like an idiot now. Okay then, but yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you all found it informative and enjoyable. Okay then, thank you. Bye.